Hi everybody, welcome to Whiskey Mystery. I'm Phil.
I'm Deepa.
And yes, there is a bit of time confusion around the world, isn't there? Because we're all slipping our summertime, wintertime at different rates. We will all be back in sync after November 1st, I think. But I think we have a little bit extra time should we want to take it today. So, what are we going to be doing? We are going to be drinking bottle number 121, picked by Greg's Whiskey Guide Greg. And this is quite a nice one, isn't it? Okay. But before we get started, Whiskey Mail. It's not really Whiskey Mail when you go and pick it up, is it? But K&L, we bought a few things. Things that we've been waiting for them to arrive in the US for such a long time. And the obvious one is Springbank 10. This is the Springbank 10 of, I guess we can just leave it there, 2019. So I just heard that there's another Springbank local barley coming out next month, maybe. They were only supposed to do 5, but they're going to do another one. So it's coming out, and we've only just got this one. But yeah, you were just saying it's the one ranked up here. 10-year-old whiskey. We bought that one from Europe, had it shipped over, and it cost us almost $200. US with tariff, $218 with taxes in California for a 10-year-old. Not the cheapest bottle, is it? Okay. So what else did we get? We got we got a Longrow red. This is the Cabernet Sauvignon. Is this the one that we tried, the little sample bottle?
Yes.
Does that mean we don't have to put it into the blind tasting? We can just drink it?
Yes.
How much does a Longrow red cost now?
More.
Oh, which one's that? Oh, that's the Cab Franc. It was the little one that we got from Sean Carroll. Sean. We tried them all after that tasting, and we liked them all, and we got more and more confused. So how much does a Longrow 13-year cost now? 149 plus taxes, so about 155. And I know when we bought these other ones, they were about 120. Thanks again, tariff. Anyway, there's more. Y2? I think you know Y2. Can you tell from the boxes? You know, Deepa noticed that this one is whiter and this one is slightly creamier in colour. But it's the ABV that you want to know about, isn't it? Because
I suppose
55.7%. This is actually the one we picked up in Total Wine in the video last week. With taxes, $93. The 57.1%. Maybe we put them in front of the box. You can probably see it a little different. Yes. So one, Recharred. This is the Recharred Oloroso. Has just arrived. And how much did that cost over here? It was $120. So there's a straight comparison of 93 to 120. Again.
half price.
Thanks, tariff. Not half price, but you know. Getting there. Well, that's it for Whiskey Mail. There's no more down here, but we will enjoy them. Okay, I think it is time to let's start the timer and get into bottle number 121. Are we ready for a pour? You know, before I do that, let's check in with the chat to see if anyone had any comments. I see Where's that coming? Patrice, you don't have enough. That's right, Patrice. We do not. Oh, the timer is going now, isn't it? Of course. Got skunked on mine, Donna Pass. Well, this 10 is from K&L. Yeah. Yes, this 57.1 peathead. It is. Right. Okay. Let's pour. What has Greg picked for us? Now, we already know it's not big bubbles. But that... Oh, I've done it again. How to do that again? There it is. It's not big bubbles, but that doesn't mean troubles, does it? Although, I have to say I was quite surprised how low these bubbles were. Let's see. 40%? Could be, couldn't it? 43 maybe? See, even 43 bubbles look bigger. 46. It's hard to tell, you know, 40 to 46, it's hard to tell because the bubbles clear so quickly that it's hard to see the size of them. But when I'm looking, the initial bubbles are actually quite big, just that they don't sustain. Well, do we put water? I'm gonna pour a little bit extra and put some water into this one. Why not? Do we look at legs? Let's see if there's any legs on here. Any legs that we can see? And I'll add some water to the other one. We'll start with the watery version. Very thin legs, isn't it? Oh no, that's my water. Oh no, the legs are pretty decent, aren't they? Pretty decent. Right.
A free smell of...
Oh, I've filled up my dry glass. I was going to say there's peat left over from yesterday. Is that dry? No.
Just so much of...
The glass that was left empty after yesterday's tasting was kind of a sweet peat. Not super heavy, but very nice. And
a fruity type of peat.
A fruity type of peat.
Grey type of peat.
I have to say, I stuck my nose in this at the end of the last episode, and it's... I got a bit of nostalgia flashback to our original 24 bottles. And my immediately thought was Highland Park, because I loved that Valkyrie. Of course, the more I concentrate, the more I doubt myself, but that's the kind of peat, because there's a little bit of that matchstick sulphur, isn't there?
Yeah, I was getting a sulphur as well. And a very subtle smoke.
There's a thing I get, I think it's synesthesia. Synesthesia. Can't say the word properly. Synesthesia.
What is that?
When your brain associates one thing with another. Like, for example,
oh, I know what you mean.
For me, the number 3 is always green. Don't know why. This smell is always purple. And I always associate purple with Highland Park. Macallan has it as well. Actually, the Ben Riach had a bit of purple going on as well. And it's something about that sulphur smoke combination. So whatever it is, it's a purple peat eater, this one.
My first impression about a mushy apple varnish.
Yeah, sort of apple varnish. So that it is slightly spirity, but not super strong.
No.
Strong enough though. It's more than 40.
And some sherry and mint.
Yeah, bit of sherry mint, sort of baked apples. But it has got this matchstick and maybe a touch of the orange rind about it as well. Let's try the watered down version.
Definitely very oily.
There's something about that flavour that I just
now I'm getting more peat.
Yeah, not quite as sweet as I was expecting.
It's almost
again.
grassy, but it also has some sweetness, maybe honey.
It's got a little bit of that Parma Violet candy thing, which also reminds me slightly of Bowmore Talisker, in that the way that they're peated, but it's not iodine like Lafroig.
It's very subtle, but there's so much different flavors profile. They all came together. Some are.
Yeah. Do you want a little ABV clue? This is not going to be in the 50s. It is a 4. It's not a 0. It's not a 40. Do you want to be specific? Okay, it's a 46. There's a lot of 46s. And that makes sense because when we were tasting it yesterday, we thought it must be a 40, 43 from the bubbles. But the power in the flavors and the palate was much stronger. Oh, I forgot. It's quite peppery, isn't it?
And suffer came up more than the beat, but not that very often.
The sulfur does come up.
There were many different flavors coming together at the same time.
I call it more struck matches than that's kind of sour sulfur that we got in that Glenallachie exceptional cask, for example. It's not eggy sulfur
No.
It's
more of smoky sulfur.
Yeah. This is one when I go back for another sip, I actually smell the smokiness and the matchsticks more each time, maybe because it's on the palate.
I pronounce that it's not from Aya. It's more maybe the further up north.
The pepper is quite a kind of charred wood pepperiness. There's a char which goes along with it, and it rushes in quite quickly, doesn't it? It's quite an attack.
Don't notice.
46%.
Actually, a blessing.
It's got a pleasant tightness about the pepper.
But it's subtle enough.
It's actually.
But the finish is nice. Finish.
I can feel it tightening up now. It's got a stringency or a, that white wine tightness.
But not that often.
When you breathe out through your nose.
Oh, now I can feel the darkness, the sulfur, the peat.
There's a nice chili spice, like heat to that pepper.
And the finish is pleasant and nice.
I'm trying to think what other things I might have said. Yeah, pleasant bitter.
Oh, I'm getting maybe a bit of honey in the finish.
Bit of honey, a little bit of the orange zest as well. Let me go again.
It's actually one respectful finish.
Now, it's not super long. It's not particularly deep. I don't think it's that old.
But there's 15 years, 15.
Just going to go back to the watery one just to see what happens.
Maybe 18.
Okay. Let's do some comparisons. I'm going to put it up against a Highland Park.
It's your own main person.
Well, okay. This is actually a combination of Highland Park 15, which was quite soft, and Highland Park Valkyrie, which was a little bit bitey. So ignore the label, but it is young-ish Highland Park of around 46%. Oh, a lot more honey. Okay, that's better. So it's better than that.
Wow, it's actually very nice. Okay, that smoky sulfur matic.
Oh, which one's better?
It's fatter.
Yeah.
It's more watery, but it has some life to it.
Okay, this is another 46%er. Just tell me better or worse. You don't know what it is. Okay, that's that Parma Violet kind of thing I was talking about. How are we doing for time? We're okay.
Oh, that is very nice. Very.
It's a bit more subtle. This is Talisker 18.
Oh.
That's better. Do we do one more? Okay, the one in the middle. The Bowmore was the other one I mentioned as having that little slight Parma Violet kind of flavour. Okay, you go ahead, try the Bowmore. This is a 16-year-old independent bottle. Oh, this is 53%. So that'll swing it.
The flavour I'm more up for. The flavour is not up for. So I go for that one.
This is 53%. I'm going to take it down so that I don't get biased.
Oh, a beautiful eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's almost lavender. It's a type of sour flavour.
Yeah.
Very nice quality.
That's actually a much more woody ash peat, and the peat is stronger. Okay, let's go back to this. And then we'll start guessing because we've got 17 seconds left.
Oh, I prefer the other two, but I'm getting more peat in this.
This is what I thought of it. This purple smoke with the pepper running over the top of it. And there is time up. But there's also this base of from the sherry, I presume, in there. Right. It is time.
I got from this one. This got more a grey area.
I think it's younger. It's a bit more aggressive.
But the finish is good.
I still like it.
And the finish is actually.
I just love the nose on that.
I love the finish of the.
Before I knew the ABV, I was going to guess it could be. Oh, there's things we could try in here. There's a whole bunch of Highland Park stuff. I thought it was going to be this, but this is only 43%. That means I'm going for Dark Origins. 46.8%. So that should be 47 really. Did anyone look at the spreadsheet? I'll put it up so you can have a look. Let's see. So we're in the 46s. I don't think it's an Ardbeg. Well, I know what I think it is. So what other dark ones could it be? Paul John? What about Rock Oyster? Don't really know. Okay, I think. Well, we do have Rock Oyster Glendronach peated.
I think it could be this one, but the peat is not up first.
I know Glenallachie isn't peated. I thought, could it be that sulfury thing that we're picking up?
That is more sweet.
This is all we've got left of Paul John Bold at 46%. Indian.
But I'm having finish. I think, yeah.
Well, it's young in India. That's different. Well,
I think it's more of this.
Right. Well, you think about that while I go to the chat and see what other people are thinking. Let's see. How's everyone doing today? I haven't said hello to anyone, have I? Oh, Sean Carroll, I see you were saying it could be Dark Origins as well. Yes. Donna Pass. I think the tariff was in work. Tariff was in work before he was elected. Oh, I see. I'm obviously jumping in the middle of a conversation. Lagavulin Distillers Edition? Not sure. Hey, James. James is in. Bob's in. Bobby J. Oh, I see. There's football on. Whatever. Ardbeg Black is finished in Pinot Noir. Could be. Smoky. What else are people guessing? Maybe the Compass Box No Name Patrice. Yeah, I don't think it's... Okay, you know it's 46 now. I can't see who else is shouting things out here. Jimmy Jazz. I don't get purple from Paul John Bold. Fair enough. Can't be that one then. Do you get purple from Highland Park though, Jimmy? Aaron is going Rock Oyster. Right. I get no sherry on the Paul John, James is saying. Hey, Prime Whiskey's in. Hey, Prime. Prime was just doing a review of Benriach. There's ours up here, Prime.
Can you give me this? At the fence, give me the 2.
Do you want 2? You want to have 2 guesses today? Okay. It is time.
Not fair. I think it's sweet. I think it's...
You know, every time we come to do time to reveal...
Give us this. We got the suffer. That button I suffer. So I think I give us this.
Can I hit the reveal button?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, hang on. We've been interrupted with a super chat. The clock change made us late. Gigi, don't worry. We'll be back in sync next week. There it is. Oh, let's get your name. It's going to be going into the next puller. Actually, Gigi, don't I owe you one already? Maybe if you win again, we'll send them both. I'm sure you're just being very polite by not claiming your prize. You just need to send me an address. Whatever you're comfortable with, it's fine. Right, that is going to be going into the box. Thanks, Gigi. And that's given time. Right, here we go. It is time for the reveal. We know. Oh, it does look like an old bit of tape job. It is 46%, but maybe that's a rounding error. It's 8 years old.
8! 18.
Wait. That's 8 years old, isn't it? Pete? Oh, I don't know what it is. 8 year... No, hang on. 18 years old.
No, this one. 18.
Is this 46 or 43? 43?
No, give back mine.
No, it's got to be Highland Park. Maybe I've made a mistake. It was $124. It is... Oh no, we have a tape. We have tape error. We're just going to have to go for the paper. Come on. Everything's... It is... I can't find the bottle. It's Longrow 18.
Wow.
That means you're going to have to have...
There's so many of them.
You're going to have a little intermission. Actually, I just realised the intermission today is where we bought the Dark Origins. So Longrow 18 is purple as well. Okay. Little trip. And we are at... Forgot where we are. We're at Clyde's Liquors, which is down in... I think we're in Mountain View. Let's go have a look. Got some behind the counter, but let's see. Oh look, they got wine gums. Might have to get some of those. Ooh, okay, here we go. Let's see what they have. Oh, a Talisker 10. Oh, just an empty box.
Yeah, he sent me an official message. That is out of stock.
Yeah. Okay. Fighting talk. I had a little sample of Dark Origins and I really wanted a bottle. It's $90 in here, which I know is a bit expensive, but I think I might have to take that one. A Bunner, let's see, batch 61. Martin, 65. Some Benriachs. Black and white. I've actually bought an old black and white at Scotch Whisky auction, so I'm going to do a comparison when we get to the UK. I think it's from the 80s. That'll be interesting. What do we have here? Sounds right. There it is. Send us some Longrow. Bonus, just in case we need to check. Let's set that one aside a moment. Longrow 18. This has been on the shelf a long time. We actually bought this in the UK because I ordered it. My parents brought it over on their last visit. November 2018, we bought this. November 6th, so we're almost 2 years waiting for this to show up.
It was bought, but I'll be putting other stuff.
Oh, well, I think it's in here somewhere. We could actually compare it to this Longrow. Now, I know these are very batch dependent and people probably want to know the year. I can tell you this one is 0304 2017. Let's see if you can catch it, if I get the angle right. Just about. There we go. You can see it now. So this is from 2017. I don't know anything about Longrow batches. I'm amazed how much that tastes like Highland Park to me. Let's go for fresh out of the bottle. Ooh. The cork hasn't moved for 2 years probably. This was one of the first bottles we bought after our original 24. And actually the Talisker 18 was the same, one of the three. And the third one was the Lejeune Amontillado. Those three are the bottles that my parents brought over. What a good choice of three. Right, is it the same? Actually a bit more power to that. Oh. Does it taste different?
I'm not getting suffer, but this, I think I was getting more of sweet.
With the water.
A
little more honey and roundedness in this one. Let's compare. Let's compare to the Longrow. Actually, this is the Cab Franc.
Beautiful, Papa, and I can barely put the top. Oh, okay.
Because we said we were putting it somewhere between the Talisker and the Bowmore. You just want to try the others, don't you? Now
it is good. It's worth it, but I don't know how much.
Okay, I'm not going to compare at 56%. Let's make a guess of bringing it down to 46. I know that's not what the Longrow Red is, but let's bring it down so at least the ABVs are somewhere in the same world.
I think that is swinging.
This is the Cab Franc that we're trying. Okay, all of that wine funkiness in there. Much more funky, that Longrow Red. I don't think you can compare them directly at all. Let's go back to the 18. Wow.
I think it's very soft. Thinner.
Yeah.
But it's beautifully soft and it's mellow.
Let's see. We paid 124 for the Longrow at that time and 108 for the Talisker. And we said we'd like the Talisker more.
Yes, because Talisker has something put more on, put more alive. The east of
Little duller.
Shrine. I think because the flavour and a poppy, but it's a part of a finish.
Try the Talisker 18 again.
I think it has more beat than Talisker. Actually, I like it more.
So I think we've had a solid label boost to move it maybe up the shelf a bit.
Or maybe better than Supernova.
I think you would like the Supernova more. All right, maybe we'll put it in there. And that's pushing its luck a bit. I think I did like it more than the Pinot.
Just because I have no complaints about it.
No complaints? That's not like you.
You know what I mean? It's just very balanced, very round, and you get a joint finish.
Right. I think.
And for how many is it?
18.
So that's what I thought. It's finished.
Just think that cost $100 less than we paid for a 10-year-old local barley.
Oh.
Well.
I prefer barley.
Are you glad that we have a full bottle?
Oh yeah, very, very, very happy.
We have shared quite a bit of it with other people. Right. Actually, talking of bottles, we do have a few more bottles going in. Let's go to the chat though, and then we'll do that after. Right. Chat time. What did everyone make of our shenanigans this time? Did anyone guess the Longrow? Now I'm going to look. Someone, whoever guessed the Longrow, tag at Whisky Mystery so it will pop out. Let's see. I want to see if anyone. Let's see. You're all. Oh, hang on. David Owen. Oh, did you get it, David? Longrow 18. We have to think purple from now on. Yes. Didn't I have purple in the previous? Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. Let's just go to the painting section. Let's go to the painting studio for this one. Let's go back to. How many steps back do we need to go? This is Longrow Red Cab Franc. No purple in that one. That's Kilchoman Sauternes. Where's the other? That's Lafroig. Talisker. You see, Talisker Distiller's Edition. That's a little bit purple. Longrow Red Malbec. Did we get any purple? Well, it's more wine than purple, because the purple I'm talking about would be down in the peat section.
The top shelf.
Yeah. So, it's not really purple, because I think the wininess overrode the purpliness. All right, back to the chat. Let's see. It is a nice one, Greg. Thanks for choosing it for us. You were just typing the batch question. So hang on. Who knows about the batches? Jason Coates. Do you know anything about the 2017? Does it have a note of purple anywhere? Let's see. Oh, there it is. 60% sherry, 40% bourbon. And that...
Is this a party?
Yes. And a bit of smoke is, yeah, I would agree.
At the finish, great finish.
Let's see. David Owen, I think. I don't see anyone else claiming. Everyone's saying it's David. So that is, let's see, Patrice, label influence in progress. Yeah, exactly. But the local barley is better.
Yes.
It is for us. For some reason, we have attached
it's
ourselves.
More alive.
The label. Hang on, where is the bottle? Yeah.
Oh, 9/18.
No, James is pointing out a very important fact. The label even has purple.
Oh.
There you go. I think it's a it's a lovely shade of purple, and is quite matching, I would say, to. Let's see. Can I take that off? Look. I think we can match up our purples. Where is it? Right there. See?
Oh, even the
Yeah.
Wow.
See, someone else at Springbank thinks it's purple as well. Okay, where are we up to? Did I get to the end of the chat? Malt Monk, I didn't get it right, but I have a sample, so I'll have a dram along with you guys. Oh, nice. So you have the Longrow 18. What year do you have, Malt Monk? All right. I think I'll have to jump down. Oh, Teddy KGB, what are you saying? Too much sherry in Longrow 18. Well, maybe that's why I was thinking Highland Park. Of course, I've never had a Longrow, which isn't a red before. And so that was...
Okay, it's 30% of sherry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the
So that would
I
be.
forget sweetness.
That's why I was
I
going
mean-
Macallan, Highland Park
Yeah, fair enough.
type of notes. Let's see. It does depend on the batches. Greg is saying yes. Okay. Yes, James, we have discussed Springbank. Mainly what we've discussed is, should I buy it? Yes, you should. Should you buy it? Yes, you should. Should I buy it? Another one? Yes, I should.
I don't think it will be a shame when I buy it.
Whiskey 101. We still have an hour. Let's just do more local barley. Deepa won't complain. She will not, I can tell you. Okay, Greg, what are you saying? I wish you could all try my first batch, but I don't have enough for all. Oh, you're making something? I missed it, Greg. I'll have to catch up later. Teddy is saying, give me a Longrow 18 that hasn't got more sherry than bourbon. Ah, yes. David, first off, let's address. You deserve some fireworks. Hey! Congratulations, David. We do not deserve fireworks. We deserve some explosion.
And more bourbon than sherry.
Well, that's what Teddy KGB is saying. He says, which is there a Longrow 18 which has more bourbon than sherry?
One?
Well, I don't know. I mean, obviously the Longrow Reds are probably ex-bourbon until they're in a red barrel. Are they fully matured? I don't even know that. I guess they're fully matured, aren't they? You will tell me. I don't know. Maybe the standard. You know when you just see Longrow peated, the no age statement, $60 bottle? That's fairly pale when I've seen it on the shelf. I'm going to guess that's ex-bourbon because it would be cheaper to produce as well. Okay.
But I'm not free from the top.
Well, I can't read everything. David Owen, deeper side, middle, left side. Hang on. You meant bottom shelf. Deeper side. No, middle, left side. Okay. Deeper side of the middle, I think is what you're saying, right? I think that's what you're saying. Deeper side, bottom shelf, right side. We could pick 3 bottles, David, if you like. Okay. Deeper side, bottom shelf.
And other F.
Over there. Yes. In there. It's time to pick a new bottle. David Owen, you have picked bottle number 122. David O, I'm going to write on there. Have you picked before, David? Maybe one? I can't remember now. Where?
But after again.
So, let's find out what we are going to get for Sunday. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
But
wait a minute.
It's 65.
Wait a minute.
How many bourbons do we have?
Start thinking of another one, David.
Because
no, but if it's bourbon, we get to pick again. And let's start with some water. Luckily, we have that extra hour because we're going to be rolling on for a little bit here. We haven't had a bourbon for a long time, actually. No,
okay.
Don't go. Go on. Okay, go on. What are you going to say?
It's nice, but it's not as good as the top Longrow.
Right. Okay. No, we like the top Longrow red. It's more funky. Are you ready for some?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It may not be bourbon. Let's find out. Oh, I'm enjoying that quite a lot.
It's definitely bourbon. Vanilla.
All right. It's going to be a fast round. Let's see. I'm going to start.
Oh, it's very, very watery.
I'm going to start. No, I put water in. I'm going to start by reordering. Let me do a little bit of work here and see if we can reorder into Bourbon Land. Yeah, okay. Sorry, scrolling the wrong thing. There are only 5 bourbons, I think. Well, Lot 40 cask strength obviously is a Canadian rye, isn't it? But it could be there. So we are talking about Standard Buffalo Trace at 45, Elijah Craig 18 at 45, High West, well, that's a combo as well. Old Ezra Brooks at 50, or Lot 40 at 58. Wow, judging by the bubbles. Oh,
I'm actually liking it. I mean,
it's okay.
Not have any perfume in
it's okay. It's allowed. You are allowed to enjoy bourbon.
Yeah, but it do water down and it's for strength. It is for strength.
That's full strength. It actually has.
It's not that strong. Maybe
not that strong.
Maybe 55, 50.
Yeah, we haven't
54.
even got a shake test on it. Do you think it's as high as that? 50.
I think it's high because it has some savory note. Definitely high. It's not perfumey. It's not that much vanilla. It's actually pretty good. I'm actually impressed.
Yeah.
But it does not have that interesting note.
It's not that interesting.
Normal straightforward.
Which one of these is our?
The water that version of the first thread.
Okay, I'm going to just make things slightly simpler for a second. Which one is our Longrow? Okay, this is the Longrow, I think.
I think it's today. I think it's today as well. At this one.
So I think it's stronger. That tastes quite funky now. Maybe was that the Longrow Red? Might have been. Okay, so coming back.
I prefer you go for this.
Coming back to the bourbon. Oh, you don't have your own glass.
Beat.
Okay, stay on track. We've left this one behind. We're now using our other passport.
What is this?
We're now using our other passport because we have an American one as well.
I put the porter.
That one's yours and this one is mine.
Oh, okay.
I thought you wanted it neat just to try straight. Okay. What are we getting?
No, I'm getting a bit of a perfume.
No, I'm not getting very dusty. I'm getting the sweet, the sweet bourbon notes that you'd expect.
It's nice, almost flowery, but
yeah,
nice.
Flowery without getting into the cheap soap perfume. Good. And it's the cheap soap perfume that's put us off in the past. Things like that Few bourbon or even the Henry McKenna 10 had a bit too much of the kind of rose perfume soap about it.
It do not overpower.
This seems quite nicely balanced. I think this is good.
I like the smell.
Now I'm thinking it could be much softer. Oh no, I've got a little bit of water in mine, haven't I?
54.
Okay, what kind of notes should we be getting? Anyone want to give us a shout out to does it have any of this about it? You better highlight it, otherwise I'll miss it. Let's see.
I like, but I think, but I'm not happy with the finish because the finish is too vanilla for me. I'm not vanilla.
Yeah, I think the initial arrival
I like it.
Is always pleasant because you get sweetness, right? It's the corn sweetness.
Savory, almost high.
So I enjoy that sweet arrival, but then it continues on fairly simply. So you're sort of waiting for something new to happen, but it doesn't. And then as it rolls off, you get into the woody, oaky, perfumey bits. But
I was the finish bastard.
I wonder if this is just standard cheap Buffalo Trace, 45%. On the nose, I think there's a bit more going on.
It's actually soft.
I think it might suggest more age. Oh, actually quite enjoying this.
That's the first time I'm actually enjoying.
Now I'm doing it. Yes, Phil, you are allowed to enjoy bourbon.
Oh, I'm actually surprised. I'm shocked.
Okay, tell me where you'd put it on the shelf.
Well, I prefer this. I prefer this. I prefer these. I prefer grannies.
Okay, we get the message. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. It stays on the shelf for a reason. And the reason is the bourbon comparison moments. Oh, this is 68%.
I think it's 52, 54.
I'm going to water the Elijah Craig down because it's going to ruin everything drinking 68%. And I know part of the charm of the bottle is the 68% and all the power of flavour that brings. We're just not going there today.
No, but too much.
It's 68%. I wanted
Yeah,
to...
but maybe too pottery.
You help yourself to whatever you want.
Okay.
Now, where's today's? A bit more herbal and flowery on this one. The Elijah Craig actually smells a bit more straight sweet. Actually, I'll have a sip, then you have a go. Oh yeah, more herbal, drier, woodier, much less sweet on the arrival. Quite bitter on the finish. By comparison.
Very, very, very vanilla at the nose.
Oh, I'm liking it more.
I think it's good.
Okay, is this one better or worse? I think there's more depth on the nose than on this one.
It's also good. I think a bit more sour and a touch of lemon. That does not have sourness in it. That is more vanilla.
Okay.
More sour.
I'm liking this more.
I like this very much.
And I think I'm at least getting the nose that there's more depth and nuance going on, I think. The flavours seem more balanced. Like you say, it's got a bit of lemon, a bit of the sweetness balanced with the lemon.
I think it's very perfumey. It's beautiful. It's very easy to drink.
Let's try and keep the glasses straight here.
Oh, you prefer it more that one? Give me a gas in the Parker.
No. I don't know if you caught what Deepa said there, but Deepa said, could we try Colonel Parker?
What is supposed to be?
Does anyone else find that funny? So you tell me what you think Deepa means when, can we try Colonel Parker? Okay. Colonel E.H. Taylor.
Oh, yes!
So, who is Colonel Parker?
I don't know. The British.
Wasn't he the manager of Elvis Presley?
Ooh.
Elvis Presley's manager, Colonel Parker. I'm going Longrow 18 versus the bourbon. Yeah, see now the simple structure shows up going between those two. ECBP?
With the two,
Yeah.
I prefer them more. That is, I think it's too vanilla and too perfumey.
I agree.
So I will put this at it.
So what we're saying is this.
So
We are saying this is the best bourbon. Our favourite bourbon to date. Hey, we got a subscriber. Thanks, Gino. I think.
oh yeah, but I definitely samurai because it's savory.
Yes, that's true.
And it's
I say bourbon. We'll have to wait and see. Right. I think it's time to go to the chat, seeing as we've rolled on here. Elvis Bourbon. Patrice is saying Elvis Bourbon. That'd probably make a lot of money, a Colonel Parker Elvis Bourbon, wouldn't it? Right. Anyone guessing? Anyone guessing what this is? Everwind, ahoy malt mates. Nice to see you in Everwind. We're late. No, you're late, but we're early because of the time shift. Okay. H. Taylor, my favourite. Chris did. Chris likes the H. Taylor and Deepa likes it as well. Whiskey 101. You should bottle your own MGP sourced and call it Colonel Parker. That would be a fun idea, wouldn't it? Maybe we just do an infinity bottle and call it Colonel Parker, and we put in all the bourbons that we have been so rude to over the last 2 years. But Whiskey 101, I think that is a good idea. My bourbon infinity bottle is going to be called Colonel Parker. Which colour would be bourbon? Bourbon to me is the colour of like brown sticks, leather, and dry cowboy movies.
But you talk about smell vanilla.
Vanilla smell, yes. Okay. Right. I think, let's see, Patrice, what are you saying? Each time I drink bourbon, I like the smell, I like the taste, but I'm bored before the end of the dram. Oh, I think that is exactly
that's the problem.
Summarizing what we were just saying. Yeah. Right. Okay. Colonel Parker will be in production shortly. No, just call it P&D bourbon. No, Colonel Parker is better, Greg. We do an infinity bottle. Hey, another subscriber. Erez, thank you very much.
We do have infinity bottle for 2 years.
But if we do a bourbon infinity bottle of all the bourbons that we have been rejecting, and we just call it Colonel Parker. Yeah. I think
it's the best one.
We are ready to reveal the best bourbon we've ever had.
But what is supposed to be? Do you guess?
Oh yeah, that's right. What do we guess? I'm going to guess. Where's our little bourbon list? We haven't even done the bubble shake. Could it be Old Ezra at 50%? I suspect I'm going to pick the cheapest bourbon.
No, that's not cheap. It is good.
Do we want to shake test? I don't even have a spare bottle to shake test.
It is sounded mellow.
Let me do a quick shake test while you make your guesses. Can you take the top off that?
What is that? Oh!
Deaf assistant.
What did you say?
Deaf assistant. Longrow 18. Okay, this is the Longrow 18. Right, let's clear that little bottle. We'll put that back on the shelf. Label bias. And we will. I think it's I don't think it's above 50.
I'll put it 55 or maybe 54. It's not that strong actually.
There's something funny about doing the bubble shake test instead of just peeling a bit of the label off and finding out what the ABV is. But it's more fun to check, isn't it? Let's find out what the bubble shake test is. Yeah, not that high. I think I've picked the cheapest Buffalo Trace that exists.
So it got to be above one number.
I think it's either the Buffalo Trace or the Elijah Craig 18 now.
But I think...
Right. Okay, has anyone made a pick? What is a dry cowboy movie? You know, when they're in the desert, Jimmy. All that dust and horses and brush. Tumbleweed. Bourbon is like a rock band and Scotch is more like an orchestra, Everwind is saying. David Owen, you do get to pick again, unless somebody guesses this one. Right. Let's see. What are you saying, Jason Coates? J.T. Parker's exceptionally small batch bourbon. Fantastic. Sunday evening Scotch. I think you were shouting out the Buffalo Trace. Peterhead is with Old Ezra. I'm going to go with the Buffalo Trace because I have cheap taste.
That's what ABV is Buffalo Trace.
You know that point where we get to reveal and then you ask me something?
What's the ABV for Buffalo Trace?
45?
And what's the other option?
46?
What's the name of that one?
Doesn't matter. Elijah Craig, 18.
Oh, no, it gotta be 80, but there's no finish. So,
It is.
Buffalo Trace, how many years?
Oh, just
Okay.
time for another reveal. It is 45%.
Oh! Yeah, but it's soccer. It's more than 54.
It says 23 years old.
Oh my gosh!
Is it a bourbon?
Oh no!
High blend.
It's bent. That makes
Hang
sense.
on, no.
And then the intermission.
Hang on. We might need an intermission for embarrassment. It's not bourbon.
Oh! But it's a foreign. It's a Scottish.
It's Scotch whiskey. I can tell I am blushing.
But it's a Scottish.
Yes.
Oh, but nobody be like it.
What are we doing? Hang on.
Be like it this one. This one be like it.
The best bit, I'm going to keep it a secret for a moment. We didn't even rank it on the shelf. Hang on.
I'm be like it.
Does it taste anything like a bourbon? Oh no. What have we done?
It's very straightforward whiskey.
It actually does. It is a bit like a bourbon.
Yeah, it did that bourbon. Yeah, that's true. It did that. I'm a nigger bourbon,
Okay.
but I'm a favourite.
I'd just like to say thank you all for being on the live stream to witness our most favourite bourbon we have ever tasted. And that is
Oh,
Old Perth 23-year-old. And I think we're going to have to go and get the bottle. Why don't you go and get the bottle? Do you know where it's going to be? Well, you're going to have to read this out then.
No, I got that.
Old Perth, it's going to be under the table
Okay.
in the swingy shelf towards the right because it's O.
Okay.
Okay, bear with us. Old Perth 23-year-old 1994 blended malt. Another of Morrison and Mackay's excellent long-age blended malts forming part of their Old Perth series. Old Perth is a revived brand from the early 20th century which pays homage to history's link between blended Scottish whisky and the Scottish city of Perth. First distilled in 1994, this whisky is rather unusual. Single cask blended malt. The cask is from Highland Distillers, a company which at the time owned Macallan, Highland Park, Glenrothes, Tamdhu, Bunnahabhain and Glenturret. The individual whiskies were vatted together in a single sherry cask at 15 years old, which means it got another 5. We don't know which whiskies are in this, but there is sure to be some peat in there, which would suggest some amount of Highland Park. The aroma and taste certainly remind us a lot of Highland Park.
Very funny.
You'll have to read it, you'll laugh. The end result is packed with notes of subtle peat, heather honey, dried fruits, spiced Christmas cake, chocolate almonds, hazelnut, oak, old dark oak, lip-smacking sherry, orange rind, minced black toffee and molasses. Bottled at 44.9%. Without chill filtration or colour. Intense and satisfying, just 515 bottles.
I'm not getting finished. I getting finished.
I think we have to go to the chat and hear what people have to say. At least in the edit for the highlights, I can cut this out, so only you live people are getting to witness this.
Okay.
No, we're going to.
I'm going to see my face.
Oh. Right. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. What have people got to say? Oh, damn. Yes, Sunday evening scotch. Oliver. Haha. Yes. Oh, EC23. Look. That look. Yeah. Exactly. Old Perth. It is OMG false.
Oh, it's a blend.
It's a blend. So
There was a bit of.
it's a blended malt though. There's no grain. The only thing remarkably slightly that you could say that we were picking up was the old woody side of things.
But it's not everybody.
Let's see. Manon's having a good laugh. Everyone's having a good laugh. And great shock value, Everwind. Yes. A blind. Jimmy Leg, what have you been eating today?
I ain't nothing.
I say, let's play 3. We do have to go to a third one. That's right. Sack the chief taster. It's the Deeper show from next week. Hey, I don't remember Deeper saying it wasn't a bourbon. Did you say it wasn't a bourbon?
Yeah, yes, because I'm getting funny. It's and there's no finish. So I'm confident it's American bourbon, but it was the best one. And I thought, oh, maybe I'm alright. It's not at that for me, no funny now.
I've resigned.
Yes,
Off you go.
I've finished.
I've resigned from the show.
Oh,
I've left the show.
I need you. It is.
Okay,
I
come
mean,
back.
it does not feel as Scottish whiskey. It feels very American.
Blind
if
tasting
anything-
puts you on your arse every now and then. That's right. I think we've been getting too many right in the last few weeks, haven't we? Jimmy Jazz, best show ever. Maybe this should be the highlight. The best bourbon we ever had is a Scotch. Now, that is a quote for the t-shirt, isn't it? I think we should have, big bubbles, no troubles is one shirt. And the other one is the best bourbon I've ever had is a Scotch. Seems logic. Your best bourbon is a Scotch. Yeah, exactly. The best bourbon ever is Scotch. See, everyone's agreeing. Oh, okay. That sounds like my kind of bourbon. Oh, it is the blend. Must have some corn. Well, it's a blended malt. Jimmy Jazz, I can't even claim that. I guess the colour threw us. I've got to read all the chat because there's got to be good stuff in here. I think everyone's just having a good laugh. Been there, done that myself, Jimmy Lake. Oops-a-daisy. You're not very experienced tasters, so I can give you a pass. So we're up to 120, Jimmy.
Oh, is that expensive? Oh no, it's $85.
No. Jimmy's saying we're not that experienced whiskey tasters. I mean, the whole point is that we are beginners at whiskey, but at 120 whiskey blinds? Let's see. See, Nick would watch a Deeper Only show. International Hall of Shame. Fantastic. If Roy had been on the normal time for us today, we wouldn't have had this moment. I ordered 2 nice shirts yesterday. Right. Can I have some more bourbon, please? Is this...
But it's that.
Well, I presume it's Old Perth.
Okay.
Why didn't you tell me what it is?
I'm getting it funny now. But no perfume. So I thought it's the Amni perfume, but I was surprised that there was no perfume.
We've run out of glass.
Yeah, it feels very American bourbon. Yeah.
Right.
that in me is tough. It's very straightforward whiskey,
Let's see.
but nothing distinctive. But at the finish, it's a start of. Strathmill, I've never get that in 23 years.
I stand by. This is the best bourbon I've ever
Yes.
had. Right.
So expensive.
The first person to guess where we bought this one, and I mean the shop name, gets a sample. Not you, Patrice, because those custom guys don't like you. If you're in the US, right? First person to guess. It's a shop in Scotland. It's in our video, of course. If you had seen where we bought it, you might remember. It's in the city of Edinburgh. It's on the Royal Mile.
I mean, it's better in nice. I'm happy you take it if I watch the movie.
Okay, do we have a winner yet? Let's see. Not K&L. Not the Green Welly shop. Getting closer. Jimmy Jazz.
Oh, yes, Jimmy.
Jimmy Jazz. You will be getting yourself a sample of the best bourbon we've ever had for guessing Royal Mile whiskies. Where are you, Jimmy? I forget where you are.
But it's expensive. But it's $65.
No, it's not that expensive. $165 for a 23-year-old.
It's not worth it.
Oh, we didn't even get to put it on the shelf. Label
No
adjustment.
finish.
It's definitely on the shelf because we said it was better than Elijah Craig, and Elijah Craig was holding up the bottom of the shelf.
I said, how much?
$70. Jimmy Jazz, send me an email. Whisky@captain3d.com. CAPTAIN number 3 letter D. Whisky with no E at captain3d.com.
Now, but if we pick another one, we pick another one, Jimmy.
What if the next one's a bourbon?
But we have more hour before Roy come on, but after Roy come on 3 o'clock.
Better tear this off. This will have a special place in my memory. Right.
Very, very sad.
Not really. You know, I actually think it is quite bourbony.
Yeah, it is funny now. There's no suffer. There's no smoke.
Oh, Jimmy, do I have your info already? Yes, maybe I do. Great. Send me an email anyway, as a reminder. Nobody guessed that. Oh, hang on, we haven't even given ourselves bombs for that one.
Yes, Jimmy, but the butter.
Jimmy, I think you pick a bottle. Top shelf, bottom shelf, deeper side, fill side, and I'm saying nothing.
I know, Baba, please.
No, you get to decide what's going on. I'll put this one over here as well. Ooh, gotta look. Hang on, we don't even have a glass ready. What's that? I'll take a little empty glass. Okay. Now I'm feeling scared of the next one. We are ready to pick another bottle. Jimmy, do we have a place? Let's see. Middle, lower, back and dusty. We do shuffle them around on the shelf. In there somewhere deeper. In the back.
At the back.
Somewhere in the back. So sometimes I push new ones into the back. Right. Oh. Okay, I don't need to say anything. Number 123. Jimmy J. Where's our glass? Here we go. For another round of Is It a Bourbon? Please be dark.
Oh no! Oh my god! Very sorry, I'm sorry. They come up dying. Beanie sorry, step.
Off you go.
It's a bubble, it's just there. Oh no! I'm so sorry. But I like it. It's very sweet. American bourbon. I think it's chocolate ABV more like 35. I think it's probably the ABV for this one, 46. That's same for vanilla, but not that perfumey. I actually prefer the second, the third. I prefer second. It's very straightforward. I'm gonna go for ski, but then after my perfume, it's pretty good. I think it's more classy, more savory. I think it's more vanilla. Now I think it's more so. At the bottom of my shot, bottom of my foot so. To please say something. Oh, come on. But if I saw, but if it is Scottish, try it. I'll get another bottle. It's a bit too boring. There's nothing else going on. I should prefer the second one. Oh my gosh, yeah. I should prefer the second version. I think it's too bourbon, but no, we know that it's Scottish. Oh, we have no more glasses. Yeah, I prefer Scottish. But easy. It's too soft. It's really soft. It's not this one. It's not this one. I think it's actually similar to the but ABV lower. It's a bit boring. I go for this one. But if I don't like it that much. But yeah, it's the best bourbon. It's too soft. Too vanilla. Dyna that lady is not, but the most aggressive juicer. No need to butter. No, please, butter. But is this one? Oh, the new one. I prefer the third one. I prefer the second one. Other one. I don't like it. I think it's sharp, but crisper. So I will probably go for this one. First one. Yeah, second. What is this? The Scottish Old Bird. Oh yeah, I prefer Old Bird any day. I don't like it. I prefer the more that is.
Ah, that's better. It's time for
no,
the
but for a few days I'm not even tasted.
Yeah, but
I'm not even smell.
It's not my show anymore. Remember?
No, don't do that. Don't smell, please.
This is.
I can taste it. Come on, smell a taste. No, taste it.
Wow, that's really strong. But it's super concentrated sweet.
Yeah, no, taste it. You prefer the more, or you prefer the more.
Vanilla. A little flowery.
No, but you prefer the more.
Time for the reveal. It is 57%.
Oh.
It is 5 years old.
It's okay, I prefer the more.
It is not a bourbon.
Oh no! That's fine. Oh no!
I was completely innocent. This is not a bourbon. It is.
But have you tasted? No.
My opinion does not matter.
No. Yeah, I've tasted.
I have tasted it.
And I use the bourbon.
No, I didn't think it was a bourbon.
No.
This is from Taiwan.
Oh. Kavalan.
This is Kavalan Solist Vino Barrique at 57%. And hang on. I feel so revealed I wasn't so relieved I wasn't part of that.
It's not worth $60. No way. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
It's this.
Don't ever buy it. Never, ever buy it. I cannot tear it.
No, you cannot tear it. Well, look. I don't know at what point we stop this show, because this, if we keep pouring dark whiskies, we could reveal everything which has sherry in it at this point. Okay.
It's not worth it. I don't.
You know why? It's, dare I say it, it's a bit like a bourbon in that it's very oak driven.
It's very vanilla. I'm very vanilla. It's too much vanilla.
Let's go to the chat. Oh yeah, tons of vanilla at the end.
Yeah, there's fun. I said, and the finish. I said there's no finish.
Okay, let's talk about young forced whiskies, as I like to call them. Accelerated whiskies, because of the environment that they are matured in. A bit like bourbon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting funny now.
Where, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say
but there's no finish. That
Let's go.
I said no respect.
No respect for the spirit in these hot countries. Let's go to the chat and see what people thought of that bottle. Right. Have we run up against Roy's time yet?
I saw something. I don't have Catalan. We don't have Catalan.
Oh yeah, we. Where's it gone? Oh, it's here.
Oh yeah.
We love the Catalan Ex-Bourbon. So let's see. Mic drop. What an evening. Our second favourite bourbon of all time is also a Scotch. Actually, that's not true. Elijah Craig is still our first rated bourbon.
Yes.
Because the Catalan.
True.
Your taste buds are killed, Patrice is saying. This is so entertaining. Best show ever, Aladdin is saying. Proposal. Next one will go into the next show, no matter what it is, Falsgraf. Why, are you running out of time? Yeah. Whisky 101. I actually guessed the Old Perth before, but nowhere near on this one. Oh, you actually guessed Old Perth? Whisky 101. Fantastic. How did you guess Old Perth from that? Well, you're going to get to choose the next one. W2F, lol, amazing, Greg is saying. Deepa doesn't like Catalan.
I don't like Catalan.
We don't like sherry bombs. That's the main thing. And this is a oaky bourbon-like sherry bomb.
Yeah, but we're not even appreciative sherry.
We've still got another Catalan sherry to come somewhere. I think you can get through the rest of the shelf tonight, Bobby J saying. 3 blinds in one live stream. Is that a record? I think it is. We've never revealed this many. Zelenir, I like your choice of bourbons. We still have 20 minutes. Okay, we'll keep going. The Longrow killed your taste buds. No, the Longrow was only 46%, so we can't blame it on that. Let's see. No, she just doesn't want you.
Yeah, it's a pervert. It's just the
Catalan, the best bourbon money can buy. Oh, hey, we have a super chat in. Let's see, the chat just jumped. Let's see. You still have 9 minutes to... Oh, there we go. Let's give this some honour. Sunday evening Scotch. Thank you very much. We need this to be buying more bourbons, of course. And... Yes. Sunday evening Scotch, you'll be going into the next drawer. And I think... What do we do a giveaway on the Catalan? Hang on.
I'm definitely stuck. I'm definitely stuck.
That will be just fine. Thank you, Deepa. Right. For sure. No one to buy based on Deepa's... No, not one to buy based on Deepa's notes. Right, for sherry lovers, honestly, Catalan sherry oak matured at 46% is way better than any Macallan. That may be true. If that's the Vino Barrique, it's red wine, not sherry, but similar territory. Oh, yes, Jason, you are correct. It is the Vino Barrique. So this is actually red wine.
I cannot get any red wine.
Jimmy Leg, all the coolest kids don't like sherried whiskey. Is that another t-shirt? Jason Coates, those tropical sherry, or I guess wine bombs can be wild things.
I don't have sherry though. I have sherry earlier yesterday.
This isn't sherry.
No, but... Oh, it's not sherry either.
Had a Catalan sherry cask once that tasted like miso and beef broth.
It is not sherry either.
I think, Whisky 101, why don't you pick the next bottle? Before we run out of time.
You better not me bourbon.
And what number are we up to? It's hard to keep track. 123. The next bottle is going to be 124. And Whisky 101, you're going to choose it for getting Old Perth the first round. How did you get it that the first round? I will prepare a glass. And I don't know if either of us should say anything on the next one. We just better pray the next one that we pour is light in colour.
Yeah, it better be. But no, but it's this.
You should be able to tell from the nose.
Okay. It's very, very funny now. I thought it might be this one.
Right, Whiskey 101, I'm going to wait. Okay. Deeper side, bottom shelf, right side, and make it another bourbon. Roy can wait. Loving this one. The highlights will still be an hour long. Okay, deeper side, bottom shelf, over in the corner again.
Is the very corner you mean?
Fine, very corner. Is that the bourbon corner?
I think the very, very, very corner.
Patrice, everybody should share your video to Whiskey Fan because you make the most entertaining tasting. Well, I think we'll at least get some thumbs up.
Is he not dusty though?
Please be light in colour. Please be light in colour. Right, this is going to be bottle number 124. Picked by Whiskey 101. Whiskey 101, where are you? Are you in the US? Because I need to send you a Cavalan. Or would you prefer the old Perth? Send me an email, whiskey@captain3d.com, and we will sort that out. Hopefully you're not over a border. I thought you said you were already drunk too much.
What is this?
That's the Cavalan, isn't it?
Yeah, I should prefer the more that this. Try this one. This one.
I don't know what's what now.
No, you've got to try this. Now you've tried this one.
Okay. Here we go. Our new bottle pick is number 124 from Whiskey 101. And is it going to be a light colour or a dark colour? Oh! Relief.
Give it a firework. Money.
Relief.
Give everything to that person.
Okay.
But the firework.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's very Scottish. It's pretty straightforward, Norman. Nothing amazing.
We will be back on Sunday to reveal bottle number 124 and possibly many other bottles. And we will see you over at Roy's shortly. Thanks. This has been a fantastic live stream for us. Bye. Let me have that one again.